Gonna get straight into the first track. I won't waste any of your time. Looks like it's gonna rain in a minute, so let's listen to what I gotta say. You can find this track on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. Just addresses the riots. I wrote this, recorded it, released on the second day of the riots, so I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Look, I can't justify the burning of buildings and businesses. That sort of attitude there is inexcusable. But what niggles on my mind as I'm looking at the cinders is this what the future holds. We're branded a lot as rioters, looters and murderers, yobs, knifers and shooters, depicted the worst on the news and computers. But like it or not, the youth are the future. It's all good what you're saying, sitting in the comfort of your chair and complaining, stretching your index and passing the blaming, doing a good job if that's the part that you're playing. Everybody's fast to judge, but who you judging? No one wants to take responsibility or nothing. But let's be real, where's the ones that raised us? The same individuals that want to hate us. If follow your example, let me break it down. We also we're a war, you show us how to raid a town. We ask the police why crime rates and at the minimal they turn around. Coppers telling us that we're the criminals, the system is so who do we look up to? It's a youth club that a youth should run to. But when the government cuts the government funds, increasing police power, why don't they just shoot us? Because if I'm honest, we're the real victims, born and brought up in a messed up system. You got a nerve if you're asking why we ain't got jobs when this whole empire's got what we robbed. The crown jewels, if we never ever in our soil, they think we still be in a rock if we never found oil. Focused on the issue, don't know what the issue is. Raised by a generation of hypocrites, you're rolling in the mud. You look up in the mirror, can you blame your reflection or do you see it clearer? Please don't give up and please don't fear us. Future's on my mind, you can call it new era. Don't give up on the kids, they're in need of your support. Need better role models, not leaders at war. Takes a whole community to raise a single child, so think twice before you blame a guy. He's wild. If only he had that little bit of guidance, maybe he wouldn't be running from the sirens. Maybe he wouldn't be added to the violence, and maybe he wouldn't be out in the riots trying to be heard. And finally we got a voice, but then again the media will always be biased. Don't feed on the lies, see the bigger picture. We will need to unite to build a better future. That's the first track. The second one is the a cappella poetry. Just please try and listen to the words, because my music, it represents the frustration not just of the youth in London, not just of the youth, it represents the frustration of a wide amount of people. So just please listen to what I've got to say and consider it. Suit crews in the industry or ministry couldn't possibly know what life's like in the streets. How can MPs talk about the ends when they don't know the half-fat cat stuffed and young stars getting starved? They blame the youths when they're hustling. Well, I guess it's all parcel. They say we're living in a free nation, but I see kids in bins when there's men in castles. Now take me out of this misery, cause it sickens me to look back in history, see the visions of missionaries get discarded, it's a mystery. How was Brown spending billions on weaponry when there's kids that need investing in? Furthermore, why did nobody question me? They claim to have that best interest within, but they must be lying, hiding what is lurking inside them. Why they try it, but just watching the vision was dying? I know so many youths with potential, but they're stuck with the media's credentials, made to look like there's something that they really aren't, so they give up chasing a dream before they even start. They wanna learn, get a proper education, but here make one, so there's bare hesitation. Told them money makes the world go round, so they gotta hurry up and get a job right now. They quit class just to earn a bill, bring that bill home just to earn a meal, put food on the table for their Marjorie, a bit of bread, cheese and some margarine. See, we ain't animals. We just got a lot of fire in our hearts and your gas be flammable, so don't be shook when we stand up for our rights. Don't be surprised when we're putting up a fight, car. We're sick and tired of these liars in the lights, the ones that got voice make the little man shine. Nah, I think we earned this. When I know this much, we deserve this. We're putting in the work, the ones they deem worthless, but they don't know what our worth is. And I know nobody's perfect, I learned this, but that's not what my concern is. I just gotta scream this loud so they heard this. And I know this could be censored, but Frank hit the nail on the head, cut the censors. So they still don't know we exist. The only part of our body they see is our fists, right? Right? But only this time we're putting up a fist fight. The publicity is deceiving, the public is believing, so let them see our true colours, they got our mothers grieving. Have you ever heard a missile whistle over your head? And your family's dead. Have you ever felt the metal of a barrel on the neck, toe drop to the floor and you do cause you're scared? You ever felt hot shells under your feet? Have you ever searched, been hungry for something to eat? Have you ever seen a limb blown straight from a thin bone? Seen the blood of your mother get sprayed on a window? Have you ever had to fight for bread? Because it's been 6 days since your family ate. Have you ever had to drink brown water? Have you ever seen your best friend slaughtered? Have you ever seen a gun got back, get a gunshot, brat, with the blood go sprat, see somebody fall back? Have you ever been sold told you're not worth gold because you're not the right colour or because you're too old? Until you've seen these, I can't believe these lies that they're telling on our TVs about you fighting for peace, please, it's all about the peace. You couldn't care about the people that you bleed in the process. And it's atrocious that we're living in the days of hoodwinking where it's money over everything. They say a soul and let the devil in just to see your face on the television. I'm a soldier on a mission to form a second opinion of life so they can see the fact that we're living, giving an epiphany so that equality is no longer a myth. I'm pumping my fist because I would fight to be level, put the fire on my desert or I'll burn just to match the slingshot my pebble. I've got a voice to be heard, few words to be learned like peace, freedom and justice on earth. It's funny how they greet us to see we're treated as money sucking leeches to the map. If only they would practice what the wise man preaches instead of dropping bombs on white sand beaches. You wanna know why I hate politics? I tell you straight, politics is full of... They don't care about the stick thin kids with their lips in the bits cause we just ain't rich. We're sick of all this foolery about you bringing unity to this community. I beg you stop lying cause you're the ones that's supplying the violence of science. Slight tyrants we defy and you treat us like virus. Now clone me a violet. Cause now they want to kill the messenger like Pontius Pilate cause I will not be silent. Just try and write to them when they will finish the sentence. Try to twist your words and then bend it like Beckham so I don't reckon I'll ever get a recognition or get a record spin in the deck. So I'll make do with a mic and a check. I am I who I can never forget, and I do this for the breads and the gets. So place your bets in my egg, cause if I end up dead for the message I spread, I want to leave the hood where the knowledge is blessed. So at least you know my intentions have always been the best. So I'll leave you with 2 words, God bless. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, everything. Just search up Young Deacon. Thank you for having me.